And we're live. Hello, everyone in the chat, and also anyone that is going to be joining. Thank you very much for joining. We have just witnessed an upset as Robbie Davis Jr. has lost to Valenzuela. And I can't lie to you, don't know too much about Valenzuela, but he put on a fantastic performance, winning by majority decision, knocked out Robbie Davis Jr. in the third round, which knocking him down even, and ended up winning on the cards. Fantastic stuff. Kev, that was a very good knockdown in the third round.
Yeah, it was a big knockdown. I thought he was going to finish him at that point, but he still survived to the end. It was quite good.
Yeah, exactly. And my boy, Johnny Fisher, he won't be
First
watching.
round knockout. That was a pretty good knockout. But then again, the other guy didn't really do anything. He just kind of stood there.
Yeah, he's a proper journeyman, right? So I think he definitely is someone who you put in with someone. Normally not the first round, to be fair. It's normally like normally not the first fight. It's normally I'd say a third fight, maybe potentially. I think AJ's definitely fought him early doors as well in his career. But yeah, fantastic stuff from Johnny Fisher, knocking him out, TKO anyway in the first round. So fantastic stuff from him. And if anyone wants to see my interview with Johnny Fisher, I want to plug myself. Go and check it out. He's a really, really nice guy, actually. And for those of you who don't just watch boxing on my channel, you'll know that I cover tennis and also cricket. He's actually quite a big cricket fan, so I was talking to him a little bit about cricket as well, which is quite good fun. Apart from that, Jordan Gill, on the tutelage of David Caldwell, beat Juarez via unanimous decision. He looked pretty slick, I thought, Kevin, but it was all action, wasn't it? That Juarez guy didn't look the most refined guy.
Yeah,
but,
it was strange. They looked like they were both scrapping, they were breaking the rules a little bit, clenching, wrestling, but that's what you get.
Exactly. Reddy Ismaili, thank you very much for joining. Please do like this video and subscribe to the channel as well for more boxing content. Got lots of boxing vids with boxing videos and interviews with lots of good fighters. So it's been really good. And this is our first watch along, which has been cool. Can we see the fight? So you can see the fight, but not on here on Sky Sports. And I'll tell you, and the reason why I would love to put it on here and share my screen and do it. But if I do that, I'm pretty sure my YouTube channel will get taken down. So unfortunately, I can't. Yeah, just slightly illegal. So unfortunately, I can't. As much as I'd love to, but you can hear myself and Kevil's lovely, sexy voice on here commentating on the fights with a bit of bant. So you can listen to us while watching the fights. You don't need to hear the commentary. What do they know? They've only fought at professional level and are experts in their game. You don't need to listen to them. Listen to us, the guys who have never fought before. So and having their laugh. Oh God.
Oh, ready as well. We can just keep you updated. We're like the live feed for you.
Hopefully exactly. We're like the Twitter updates
based on the reactions.
Exactly. So up next is this fight. I'm kind of looking forward to almost as much as the main event. It's Florian Marku versus Rylan Charlton. And Kev, if you don't know much about this build-up, these two have been at each other's throats. So obviously they've been in the bubble, but Rylan Charlton made some remarks about Florian Marku. Florian Marku was like, "Oh, you disrespected me," blah blah blah. So there's a lot of beef between these two. Right. So this is going to be I'm assuming it's going to be a fire fest, and there's going to be a lot of emotion involved in this. So it's going to be an absolute cracker. I literally can't wait. They're just doing the ring walks now as well. Kev, actually, let me know what are you seeing at the moment on the screen, because I want to make sure we're at the same point.
It's the commentator talking, not the commentator, but the
guy. Not what you can. Oh, the introduction guy. Okay.
Well, so it's on my phone. Will you be in trouble if I put the phone to the camera so you can see? Would that be breaking some rules?
Yeah. No, it's fine. Is Rylan Charlton in the ring yet?
No. It's
okay,
the ring.
I'm gonna pause my feed because you're streaming it and I'm watching it live on Sky on my TV. So I'm just gonna pause it for a few seconds so we're at the same point.
I'll tell you what,
But
Matt,
yeah.
so far it's the ring walk for the first guy. I think that's Kelly. Who's the first guy that walk on?
Rylan Charlton.
Okay, so it's
Rylan
the
Charlton
ring
and
walk
Florian
for him
Marku.
right now.
Yeah, that's fine. Basically, when one of his guys is giving him water, who's got a face shield on, let me know, and then we can. I'll play from there.
When somebody's
Anita
giving
Anota,
the water.
yeah, correct. Yeah. Anita Anota, thank you very much for joining. Please do make sure that you like this video and also subscribe. What time does it start? Are you talking about Kelly versus Avanesyan, I'm assuming? Or Avanesyan versus Kelly? If you are, it's after this fight that's about to start. It's Rylan Charlton versus Florian Marku. That's the main undercard. It's just about to start. I would recommend tuning into it. It's going to be fantastic. And basically, once you have, then after this fight, it will be Josh Kelly versus David Avanesyan. So I'm assuming it's going to start in around, let's see, hold on, what's the time? 9:36. So that'll probably start in about around 10, I'd assume, or a bit later. Reddy Ismaili, are you from? Reddy Ismaili, where are you from? Are you from Albania? Are you a big Albanian fan? Is that because Florian Marku, Kevel, he's got a huge Albanian following, like amazing support. We want Marku, so he's obviously a big Marku fan. What do you think, guys? The guys in the chat, what's going to happen in this fight? Who's going to win and how? Marku or Charlton? What round? Give me some predictions, some crazy stuff. Come on, I want to hear it. Oh, it's going to be good. I mean, Marku always looks in fantastic shape. Both these guys do.
Look good.
They do.
He ripped.
Kevel loves some ripped biceps. And Reddy Ismaili says Albania. Fantastic. Well, thank you very much for joining. Thank you very much for joining. And yeah, make sure you like the vid and subscribe to more of this. And Reddy Ismaili says Marku by KO. Well, that's what we like to hear. We like to see some KOs. So let's see. What round, Reddy Ismaili? What do you think? And what shot do you think it's going to be? Is it going to be a left hook? Is it going to be uppercut? A right hand? Let me know. Or Gito Laker. That is a fantastic profile picture. Is that a gorilla? I think that is. That's hilarious. He says Marku as well. So we've got Albanians in the house. Albanians in the house. If any of you are Muslim, assalamu alaikum. If not, then hi. And Ogito Laker says, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what that means. Alal. And Reddy Spenny says only one round needed. Wow. Well, let's see. I'm hoping it's going to be longer than one round so we can see it. But if it's a fantastic KO, then I can't complain, really, can I? Yeah, I mean, both these guys, you said, Kev, they're ripped, man. These guys are in absolutely ridiculous shape. Bloody hell.
What weight category is this?
This is welterweight.
Oh, yeah, okay.
So it's the same weight as the main fight.
Yeah.
Mretez Durez.
Lower weight category, they're more in shape, whereas heavyweights can be really out of shape.
Yeah, because they don't need to cut weight, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
And also, movement is not
out of shape and still be light, I guess, couldn't you? But they're not.
Yeah,
makes sense.
But there's not as much emphasis on movement as well. The heavier you go,
it's just knockouts, isn't it?
It's more based on power, I would say.
Yeah.
So between welterweight and middleweight, I would say it's perfect if you want to see the mix. Kev, your stream, do you mind putting the volume down a little bit?
Yeah. Yeah.
Just like to half what it is now. Perfect.
Yeah. I realized.
And Reddy Swenny says no way. He says, can we see live stream Marku or not? You can live stream it, as I said, just not on here, unfortunately. As I said, it's illegal for me to do it. Where can you watch it? So Armen Muslika asked, where can you watch it? Sky Sports. So it's on Sky Sports Action or Arena, even Sky Sports Arena. And I'm sure, and I'm not going to say exactly where, but I'm sure you can find it on other places. Just you won't be able to find it here. You'll hear us talking about it and you'll hear us commentating, but it won't be on YouTube. I'd recommend looking on Twitter. That's what I'm going to say. Yeah, look, they really hate each other. Look at this. Look. Bloody hell. Reddy Ismaili's crying. Don't cry. Mark is about to fight.
They touched gloves.
Yeah, they did touch gloves.
But he said something.
Yeah, these guys are going to knock each other's... They're going to try and knock each other's heads off, man.
Tell me if you can still hear my volume, by the way. I should be okay. I'll move that a bit further.
Yeah, I can hear it a little bit, but you can put it down a tiny bit and that'll be fine.
Okay.
But it's not distracting. Here we go. Here we go now. So Charlton in the black trunks and Florian Marku in the white. And Ready says, what a waste. What Sky Sport can you watch it? So it's Sky Sports Arena. Sky Sports Arena, buddy.
Someone said it's not going to be these two chatting while they watch it.
Yeah. Usually Glasgow. No, it's going to be these two chatting while they watch it. Exactly. Thank you. It is. So if you want to hear my lovely voice and Kevil's sexy voice as well, then stay tuned.
They were expecting the actual fight.
You know why? I think all these people, they expect people to just put it on, like, so they can see it. But if I did that, they'd put it down in about 5 minutes. So Ready says, how can we watch it anyway? So as I said, Sky Sports Arena, check it out. Otherwise, go on Twitter, go down a rabbit hole, and you'll see Marku starting pretty actively here with the jab. He's in the white trunks and Rylan Charlton in the black. He's got Marku up on the ropes straight away, but Marku comes off there. Interesting. He's a southpaw, Marku, but he can switch it, Kevil, which is quite interesting as well.
Tactically.
Yeah, so he can go southpaw as well. And yeah, Rylan Charlton, though, in the orthodox. And yeah, fantastic stuff so far. Pretty action-packed. A bit cagey, not so open, but I think you'd see that from a first round. No one wants to get knocked out in the first round.
They're both well
fantastic left hand
with their footwork. That they're not sloppy.
Exactly. Yeah, they're quite calculated, aren't they?
If you look at the previous fights, they were just sort of a bit all over the place. Their foot sort of planted to the floor. You can tell they're both trained well.
Yeah. And Korab, I'm going to try and pronounce his name, Gidja Kogac, has said share screen about 7 times. Unfortunately, I can't share screen because I'm not watching it on my laptop. I'm watching it on my TV, which is in front here. So I can't share my screen, unfortunately. And as I said, I wouldn't be able to anyway. It would get taken down straight away. So yeah, as I said to you guys, just please go and check it out. And yeah, just check it out on Sky Sports. Thank you very much. Anyway, whilst we are... So Rylan Charlton started off pretty big here. And so has Florian Marku. Both pretty good. And Armen Muslika says, thank you, I found the match. No problem at all, mate. No worries. I know you went down that rabbit hole. I know you're not watching on Sky probably, but it's fine. If you are, then fantastic.
Just to let you know, we didn't tell you that. We didn't give you that.
I said to find it on Twitter so that you can then find how to watch on Sky. And then Ready is when he says Marku by KO. Yeah, I'll keep that up unless there's some more comments as well coming through. That's a pretty even round, I'd say, Kev. Who do you give that to?
To be fair, I wasn't watching the whole round, but I would say it was pretty even from what I saw.
Yeah. Don't worry about these comments on the screen. Just watch and talk. Don't worry about looking at me, my beautiful face. I know you love watching it, but...
Yeah, I'll just watch.
He's like, yeah, right. I'll just watch you. Oh, it's good. Both of us have got the long hair and just slicking it back now. What's it called? The lockdown haircuts.
Yours isn't that long, to be fair.
I think it's because I've flattened it down a little bit so it doesn't look too long.
Mine's a bit messy at the moment.
Yeah, like straight after I've had a shower, it's a shocker.
Yeah, but I have to blow dry it, otherwise it goes all over the place.
Mine's unmanageable within 6 hours of showering. So round 2, and Marku's come up pretty strong here, and he's actually gone to orthodox from southpaw. So he's changed his stance at the start of the second round, looking pretty big. Armen Muslika says, who do you think is going to win? I don't know, to be honest with you. I think it's a very even matchup, and I know you guys are massive Florian Marku fans, but I think Rylan Charlton is pretty good. He had a good fight against Joe Laws, and Marku's gone back into southpaw. But yeah, I think it's even. I'm not sure, to be honest with you. I couldn't tell you. For me, it's a 50-50. I can give you a prediction for other fights, but this one I think is just a cracker. Could go either way, I think. Personally.
Good right hand.
Yeah, really good, and Charlton coming through. But it's good. Marku's planting his feet a little bit as well. They're both trying to pop the jab.
Yeah, you see that? They're both boxing. They're not just trying to go for it, which is good.
Exactly. 100%. I think Rylan Charlton trying to take the centre of the ring, but doesn't necessarily mean he's being more active because Marku's moving more. No, that's a good right hand there.
Yeah.
What minute are you on, Kev?
1:33 of round 2.
Okay, fine.
Where are you? You probably a few seconds ahead.
Yeah, that's why I am now. Hold on 1 second, I'll tell you. I'm 121.
Yeah, I'm 119. Yeah, it's literally 2 seconds off.
Perfect, cool, that's fine, perfect. Armin Maslika says, can you watch on the zone as well? I don't think you can, and I'll tell you why, because fantastic left hook from Rylan Charlton there. Wow. But Marku looks okay. He's not hurt, I don't think. I think he shook it off pretty well. But that was a flush shot. That was a big shot.
Yeah.
I don't think you can watch on the zone. It's only on Sky, just because it's in the UK, and the zone don't have the rights for Sky Sports fights in the UK anyway. And he's got Marku up on the ropes here, but he's covering up quite nicely. Did you hear? Did you see that? He shook his head and went, "Come on."
I know he was saying something. I didn't hear what he was saying. Yeah, I could see he's talking to him.
Oh. These guys clearly do not like each other at all.
Yeah.
I feel like these are always the better fights when there's like proper animosity.
It's good head movement from Charlton.
Yeah, I agree. Good movement on the outside from Marku. Good head movement. Sorry?
Charlton's done with cornrows.
Yes, correct.
Yeah, okay, fine. Yeah.
Oh, good stuff. Okay. What do you think? I reckon that's probably you just nicked that one, Charlton, I'd say.
Yeah, I think just still quite tight.
Yeah, I think just the first round, I think it's a pick 'em. But let's say for the sake of it, we'll give it to Marku. So I think one apiece here, which is pretty good. It's a tight affair than the first round, but the second round started heating up. I think Ryland Charlton caught, for me, the best shot was that left hook, I thought.
Yeah, they still caught each other with some good shots. They're both faces already starting to get a bit red. But early.
Exactly. Elio Mameti, thank you very much for joining. Please do remember to like this video and also and subscribe to the channel as well. Who's winning? So I think it's 2 rounds have gone. I reckon it's one apiece. Kev, what do you think?
I think it's one apiece as well.
Yeah. So one apiece. So tight affair, but really good fight so far, Eliana. Oh, okay. Charlton comes out with a flurry of punches, but Marku covers up nicely. I'd say that Marku's... Charlton's been a bit busier potentially in the last round he was, but interested to see whether Marku puts his foot on the pedal here.
Right uppercut from... Yes.
Oh, good left hand from Marku.
Yeah. Charlton worked as a chef outside of boxing. Interesting.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, I think
he still works as a chef. He used to. I hope he doesn't.
I think he used to. Yeah. Oh, good stuff. Kev, if you want to go play your nose, go and come back. It's fine.
Do what?
If you need to sight your nose, come back. Go and come back. It's fine. If you need to.
Oh no, I'm okay.
Are you okay? Oh, okay, fine. It's fine. I was checking. Good.
Was that snorting a lot?
Just a little bit, not a lot. Good right hook there from Marku, but Charlton comes back with a flurry to the body. Adrenaline says Marku. Yep, Marku is fighting at the moment. Here we go. Marku to lose. No, Marku's not losing. I'd say It's probably one apiece, but I'd say Charlton at the moment has the better round so far. But there's still a minute left. Even good right hook by Marku there. Oh, fantastic uppercut from Marku as well. And Charlton, no, he doesn't look hurt. He looks okay.
They're both taking big hits, though, aren't they? And they seem
yeah,
fine.
they are. I think this round, Marku's been more proactive. He looks his eyes. He looks like he's about to kill like Charlton. Like he really wants to kill him.
He's got that look, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's like possessed, which is like, oh look, oh my god, he just stopped on the ropes. He's like, yeah, no, not good enough.
He's trying to be like Canelo, isn't he?
Yeah, Charlton's gone to the body there against Marku, and he said, nope, you're not hurting me. Albanian, thank you very much for joining. Alien, as I said. Donald Tahiri, Marku. Thanks, Doc. Yep. Marku win or no? I don't know. That's pretty tight. Can we see the screen? Unfortunately, we can't. It's on Sky Sports, so if you want to check it out, please do. Give us a link, please. I don't have the link. It's just on Sky Sports. So go check it out. Just asking, is Arsenal going to win tomorrow? I have no idea. Tell me who they're playing, and then I'll let you know. I am a football fan, so let me know who Arsenal are playing, and I'll let you know my prediction for it. I reckon that's such an even round. Who would you give that to, Kev?
Charlton, I'd say.
Yeah? Okay.
Yeah.
I reckon he might have just nicked that one. So let's say 2-1 Charlton. Please, everyone in the chat, do not kill me. But cause I don't think there's a single Rylan Charlton fan in the chat. I think they're all Florian Marku fans. But yeah, no, I think at the moment anyway, it's 2-1, but still a long way to go in the fight. Armen says they're playing Manchester City. No, sorry, mate. I think Manchester City will beat Arsenal. My score prediction would be 3-1 to Manchester City. Are you an Arsenal fan? If you are, let me know. And who's your favourite player? So yeah, they're just showing David Avanesyan against Josh Kelly. Yeah, I mean that's a fantastic fight. I'm looking forward to that one as well. For the European Welterweight Title as well. Charlton's now come out, and Marku gone back into orthodox. Interesting that he changes almost every round, I think.
Yeah, he does. It's weird.
And he's gone back into southpaw actually, which is interesting in this round. Oh, that's a big shot
Marku
coming in. Him, but he looks okay. Caught Marku. Marku then went back onto the ropes, but didn't look hurt.
Yeah, Marku looks like he can take a hit.
Yeah, he can. Armand, I will answer your comment in a second after this round. 1 second. Mark Oaks, yeah. See again, Rylan Charlton trying to command from the center of the ring. The issue is though is that I think he's not that his power's not being respected, but I think Marku doesn't seem so worried about his power.
Yeah.
Good double jab there from Marku. He's gone back to southpaw, which is interesting.
Yeah.
He changes quite seamlessly, doesn't he? I think.
Yeah, but I don't know if there's a reason for it. Like if he, I would have always thought that even if you can switch, you always have one more dominant stance. So I don't see the reason to switch unless you're in trouble and you need to sort of slide out and switch a jab to the right or something.
Yeah, I think the reason why is to ruin your opponent's rhythm, because then it gives them a different look, right? You have to then figure out, okay, because if you're southpaw, then the right hand obviously is your jab, but then the left hand is the big shot. Similarly, then if you're in normal orthodox stance, then the right hand is a big shot. So it kind of gives you different things to worry about. Sometimes if you do it too much, you can get caught whilst changing. That's the issue as well.
Because one thing I know, some of the best boxers, like if you look at like Floyd Mayweather, like Canelo, some of them, they don't really do that switching, do they? I don't see them anyway.
No, so if someone that does is Terence Crawford, who is at the top of the game. He's one of the best switch hitters you'll ever see. So if you want to see someone who's fantastic at doing it, he is, and he knocks people out. He's not like his last 7 opponents out. The guy's and he's unbeaten as well. And a multi-weight world champion. Armen says here, Aubameyang is my favourite. I'll give you my thoughts on him in a second. Charlton's got Marku up on the ropes already again. He just doesn't look like he's hurting him.
The wobble there by Charlton.
Marku he's hurt. He's hurt Charlton. Oh my god. Oh my god, and Charlton.
His legs are wobbling. His legs are all over the place.
Oh my god, his legs are gone. Oh my god, he's wobbling everywhere. Oh my god, saved by the bell. Saved by the bell. Oh my god.
Gone. Look at that. Look at the cut. Look at his breathing.
Oh my god.
He was doing so well when he just got caught. He went jelly legs at the end.
I reckon that round was tight. I mean, maybe he was even nicky, but not until then, because that round is definitely Markey. Well, let's have a look. So he catches it. Oh, it's a right hand.
Hook there.
Right hand.
But that was earlier in the round.
Yeah. No. This now. And caught him flush. Look. Oh, okay, that's fine.
He took that.
Yeah, so that
one. Look at his legs.
His legs are gone. Look at him. He's holding on for dear life here. Look. He's done well to even hold on, to be honest with you. That, you know what? He's very lucky that happened at the end of the round. That's all I'm going to say.
Now let's see what happens.
Oh, wow.
Marku might go for it.
Marku now, he's going to go for the kill here. Or is he going to be patient? Interesting to see.
He'll be
I mean, Charlton, how do his legs look? They don't look very steady, do they, Kev?
It's hard to say now. Can't really see it, but...
Oh,
Marku knows if he hurts him once, he can hurt him again.
Exactly, yeah, well said.
Get one clean hook like that.
100%. A hook or even that right hand, right? I think that right hand is dangerous. Oh, and he goes again with the right hand over this time. Yeah, he's trying to dip, isn't he, to get out of the way.
He's trying to
make himself a smaller target.
Yeah, but that doesn't always work. He got caught trying to dip before, and then that's what wobbled him. Exactly,
you're right, 100%. And also, the issue with that is you become susceptible to the uppercut as well whilst dipping. Ahmed as well. Aubameyang's my favorite. Aubameyang's a fantastic footballer. Hasn't been on the greatest of form this year, has he? For Arsenal, so hopefully he can score some more goals. He was injured a little bit as well. But yeah, back onto the fight.
Charlton looks hurt.
He does. And do you think that's why he's coming out swinging?
Yeah, he's doing what most boxers do when they're in trouble to hide the fact that they're hurt.
Yeah, he comes out, or because he knows that he probably needs a knockout early.
Yeah, that's exactly
because he probably can't last a lot longer.
Marku's quite relaxed, dancing around him still.
Yeah. Oh, saved by the bell. Yeah, saved by the bell. If he recovers, if he can get, I reckon, Kevin.
But he's still getting caught by big punches. Look.
Yeah, I reckon if he can survive this round
again, that right hand. I don't know if Charlton will survive the fight.
If he can survive this round, he might have a chance because he could recover. Then he's had a round off, right?
I don't know. Could do,
but the uppercut.
Marku only needs to catch him with a few more.
Yeah.
Oh, but Marku got really tired there. Did you see that breathing?
Yeah. I think he might. He hasn't really overloaded, but he loaded up quite a lot this round, more than other rounds, that's for sure.
Yeah, they don't want to bunch themselves out. Look, Marku's got his hands down, but I don't know if that's to taunt him or that's because he's tired.
Yeah, I think it's probably to taunt him, to be honest with you, a bit of both, maybe. Oh, that's a big right hook. I think Charlton's covered up there, though. I think he didn't land flush.
You see,
Charlton looks knackered.
Marku gets caught in the ropes, but he covers up and he looks like he can take the hits. But he gets pushed into the ropes a lot. He's cornered a lot. Yeah, he does, but he covers up, doesn't he? Yeah, but he's like he walks into the ropes kind of, and then he hangs there.
Yeah,
he looks hanging in the corner in the ropes.
I think this is when he's taking time off, but he's not getting landed on flush, so I don't think it's much impact. But he's giving up some of the round there, but it doesn't matter, I think, because he knows Charlton's hurt. So I think Charlton's got through that, which was pretty lucky, and I think saved by the bell really in that fourth. And wow, Marku though, fantastic stuff.
So that previous round must have been a 10-8 round for Marku, right? Not this one, the one before.
Yeah, potentially. I mean, it wasn't technically a knockdown, but I think if a judge gave it 10-8, he couldn't have complained, Rylan Charlton. So just show, can you see the uppercut? So you were saying, Kev, that obviously Rylan Charlton is dipping a lot. So you can see there Marku's utilizing the uppercut because as you dip, as you're going down, he uppercuts as he's dipping. so it lands flush and he doesn't brace himself either. So that's a really effective shot.
Basically walks into the uppercut for him.
Yeah, and it's not a huge shot either, but what it means is it just lands flush and it makes Charlton think twice about dipping.
Yeah, kind of.
Because he just thinks I'm getting tagged constantly, right?
Like reading body language, if he can see he's going to dip, he wants to uppercut.
Yeah. Orhan asks, what round is it? It says round 6. Marku wobbled Charlton in round 4. Wobbled him very badly, actually, towards the end of the round. And Rylan Charlton got saved by the bell, I'd say, really. He was hanging on. But he seems to have recovered somewhat, Kev, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does.
Bit of showmanship from Marku there. Yeah. I think he's recovered a little bit. I don't think he's recovered fully. But
yeah. But I feel like Marku may have punched himself out a little bit. He looks a bit tired.
Yeah, I think he might have just... Thing is, I don't think you can say that he shouldn't have a round off him, maybe. He might just have a round where he just boxes. And as you said, Kev, he knows that he can hurt him, right? The issue comes if he gives too much to Ryland Charlton that he has time to recover fully. I don't even know if he can recover fully, but potentially. So yeah, 6th round. And who do you think is going to win? I think, well, by the looks of it, it looks like it's going to be Florian Marku. Before I said it was a 50-50.
Points, right?
Yeah, I reckon he's. I've actually stopped counting the rounds. Oh,
wow! Marku just went down.
What's
I missed that?
My god!
I missed that. I just blinked and he was on the floor.
Mate, it was a huge left hook. Into the camera, basically.
Is Charlton going to go for it? I was saying that Marku did look a little bit punched out, and that could be the tiredness rather than fatigue.
Thing is, oh my god! Yeah, Marku went down, Orhan. In the 6th round. It was a huge left hook from Rylan Charlton. Marku down, but he's up, and he kind of looks okay. It might have been a balancing issue rather than like as in he was kind of moving and then got in the corner.
Because I think the fact that Marku's sort of running around, dancing around, if he gets caught when he's moving, he's going to go off balance.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Marku's got his feet planted walking forward, so it's less likely for him to go down.
Also, if he's switching stances from orthodox to southpaw and gets caught, then
during the switch,
he's crossing his feet, right? So he just gets done. Man. Mario, who won? No one yet. So it's round 6, but what happened is Marku wobbled Charlton in the 4th towards the end. Ryland Charlton got saved by the bell, but in the 6th round, Marku just got floored from Charlton with a huge left hook.
Charlton took a big hit. Yeah, Charlton took a big hit, but he's okay. I need to see that knockdown again.
Let's have a look at the knockdown. Oh my god. Yeah, so he's backing away and he's a little bit off balance, I'd say there, Kev, as well. And he gets caught flush. And that will count as a knockdown.
That left hook definitely hurt him. You can see it.
Yeah.
Of course it's a knockdown. It's a 10-8 round to Charlton.
100%. I would say if you're looking at the cards now, I reckon Charlton's probably we've had 6 rounds. I mean, the first round gave to Charlton was 1-1, and I said 2-1 Charlton. The 4th was definitely Marku's, so that's 2-2. 5th, I would say Marku. I reckon it's probably 3 apiece.
Really, yeah.
And Orhan says Marku's a beast, bro.
Marku's breathing heavy. Look at him.
Well, we're about to see Orhan if he's a beast or not. I think this is definitely a test. He's been floored for the first time in his career. So let's see how he does now from here. But this is a fantastic fight so far, guys. Like, unbelievable fight.
Charlton might go for it. Look, Charlton's just swinging. Look at this. Oh, Marku's in the corner.
Marku's in the corner and Charlton is just swinging like hell.
Look at that. He's just like.
Oh my god. He's just going for it. He wants to knock. I think Kev as well. I think he's still not recovered fully, and he wants to hurt Marku again, doesn't he? I think here.
Yeah, but Charlton doesn't want to get caught. Look, Charlton's still. Yeah. I mean, Marku's still throwing punches. Oh, Marku looks wobbled there. And goes to the middle.
That was 2 good uppercuts from both there. Just prior to, as Kev said, he looked a bit unsteady there, Marku. Already 2 or 3 very good jabs from Marku.
Yeah.
And yeah, fantastic stuff from Charlton. Already goes to the 1-2, but Charlton dips.
Oh, look, good punches back by Marku.
Ryan Puppy says, looks like Marku might get knocked out cold. If he does, we're going to have some very upset supporters.
He looks quite hurt.
I think, you know what? I wouldn't be surprised if either fighter gets knocked out cold here, because I think, as Kev just said, Marku looks quite hurt, and Rylan Charlton, I think, still looks hurt, to be honest with you. I would be very surprised if this fight goes a distance. That's all I'm going to say.
Still 3 more rounds. 3.5.
Yeah, exactly. And considering the way that these guys are trying to hurt each other, and that both have been hurt, I'll be very, very surprised. Or he goes big with a left hook there. Marku just catches him. Not fully clean though, I'd say.
Oh, Charlton caught him with a good hook as well.
Yeah. The left hooks from both are quite impressive, aren't they, I think?
Yeah.
I think before, when Marku hurt Ryland Charlton, he was mocking him kind of, you know, with the hand and stuff. And as you said, Kev, with the hands down. But now he's been dropped. I think he knows. They both respect each other, don't they? No, I think.
As in, they're not taunting each other. They know they've both hurt each other, so they both got to be careful now.
Oh, that's a good jab from Marku.
Yeah,
that's a big right hand. Has he hurt Charlton? No, his legs look steady. They look okay.
Marku does.
I would have hurt though. Oh, good right hand from Charlton, but doesn't hurt Marku. Marku with a little bit of a shuffle there as well. Bit of character.
Yeah.
Well, this is a very interesting fight. Bloody hell. Oh, good left hook. Oh, who would you give that round to, Kevin?
When he walks back, look, but Charlton's wobbling there.
Yeah. Who would you give that to, Kev?
You know what? I really don't know. It's really difficult to like. They throw the same amount from what I'm seeing.
It's bloody hard. I think it's a pick 'em really at the moment. And I said this before the fight, and it's kind of held true to what I thought it would be like. Orhan says Marku is a really, really hard worker. He deserves to win. I mean, he does look like a hard worker. To be fair, I think Ryland Charlton do. They both look in fantastic shape. I think let the best man win is what I say. Also, for guy,
look at that the right hook from Marku.
Let's have a look.
There.
Oh, it's a big one, isn't it? You know what that reminds me of? It's like a short right hook.
Right hook, yeah.
While someone's coming in, inside. It's not like a big. It's not like one of those right hooks that you wind up. It's just a short one, which is quite cool.
Yeah.
Also, for guys asking to see it, unfortunately, I can't share my screen. I'm not watching my laptop anyway. I'm watching on the TV. If you do want to watch it, Sky Sports or Twitter, which I'm not going to say exactly, but just Twitter or Sky Sports. Just check it out on there. Round 8, we're beginning round 8, and
this might go to distance.
I'd be surprised if it does, to be fair, Kev, but you might do.
Charlton's almost down.
Oh my god, he's going to survive. Oh my god,
I'm surprised Charlton survived that.
Oh my god, uppercut from Marku, then a right hand, left hand combo. Charlton looked wobbled, but he seems to be, well, I say okay, but he doesn't seem to be super hurt. And he comes back swinging with some shots of his own. Oh, good left hook from Charlton, but didn't quite land flush. Oh, good stuff here. They're really sizing each other up here, aren't they? Looking for openings.
Yeah,
you can tell.
I think Marku might be tiring himself out more because he's running around a lot.
I think he's trying to move and look for it, but
he's trying to do the moving punch sort of thing. But I don't know. It doesn't always work in his favor.
Yeah.
Whereas Charlton just coming forward and just going at him.
Yeah, the different styles, but they seem to, as you said, Kev, landing similar amount, I'd say.
Yeah.
I tell you what, Charlton can survive this round because, as you said, both these guys are so tough, aren't they, Kev? I'd say.
Yeah, they're taking a lot of hits, each of them.
Considering both have been hurt as well, they really, I mean, the resistance on these guys is incredible, I'd say. Oh, that's a big right hand. Oh, he's going.
Wait, who threw the towel in? Wait. Oh,
Hey?
Charlton guys. Charlton's team.
Oh my god!
I'm surprised about that. Yeah,
Oh my god!
I'm
Do you think he was concussed, Kev? Maybe.
I don't know, but I'm surprised they threw the towel in.
Right. Wow. So Marku has just won because Rylan Charlton's corner has thrown in the towel, and they've retired the fighter basically. So when you throw in the towel, for anyone who doesn't know, it means that you're throwing in the towel because you think your fighter's had enough and you don't want him to take any more punishment. So, wow.
I need to watch that bit again. I don't know.
Or Marku. So Marku's talking to, I think, Conor Benn because he wants to fight Conor Benn. Oh, wow.
I want to see about that last bit, though. Was that the right decision? Maybe it was, but did he signal?
So,
did Charlton signal that he had enough?
No, he didn't. So when someone throws a towel in it, it's not. If the fighter has had enough, they tell the corner, but kind of between rounds. But that wasn't that. They threw the towel in because they didn't want him to take any more punishment. So Orhan, yeah. So they threw the towel in, and Marku has won. He's won this fight. A fantastic fight from both, I have to say. Marku gets it done though. I think maybe because he kept on hurting Charlton on multiple occasions. Maybe is the reason why. But actually, Charlton was the one that floored him. Let's see here. Ryan Puppy says, wow. Yeah, wow. See, this is what I love to see, right? The respect after. So obviously there was this massive animosity beforehand, but there's respect. And Kev, I was saying, talking to fighters, and I was saying, I talked to Tyrone McKenna actually, and I said to him and Hara Davis had this. Actually, 1 second before I carry on. It's called a body shot. And he looks pretty unsteady here, Ryan Charlton, you can tell. Oh, big left hook. Yeah, he's taking a lot of punishment. He looks gone, actually.
No, the legs.
That's why they threw it in. Yeah, looks, that's why. Kev, that's why. He was about to get obliterated. He was about to get obliterated. It was about to be.
Look at his right. Yeah, look at the ankles twisted.
Look here, watch here. So hold on 1 sec. They're going to show it, but just before they're throwing the towel, his legs, he's walking back, and he's about to get caught, and he's about to go flying across the canvas. I'm not even joking. Oh, flipping heck. I tell you what, he's a warrior, Charlton, though. Here, there you go. So he's about to get absolutely poleaxed. So I think that's the right decision, to be fair. Good on the corner. Rylan Charlton won't be happy with it. He wouldn't have wanted to have been pulled out. That's what most fighters are like. But fantastic fight, though, I have to say.
Marku still got floored.
So Marku won. Fantastic fight. As I said, so Tyrone McKenna and Orhan Davis had this beef, and then after they fought, they did something similar like this. They kind of kissed and made up, and it's good to see because I think after fighting, fighters, they earn each other's respect in the ring. When you get punched in the face by someone, you earn that respect. Marku looks absolutely elated. That's a really good win for him, I have to say. Fantastic win. Orhan says, thank God. And Armen says, I think Marku won. Yeah, he did win. Marku won. Yep, yes, he did. And S3X51 says, why did they stop the fight? Because
I'm going to shoot for 10 minutes before the next fight, if that's okay. But
go for it. So basically, the reason why is because he was about to get absolutely floored. He's about to get knocked the hell out, basically. So they stopped it, and it was the right thing to do because he looked very hurt. Marku hurt him quite badly on multiple occasions just before stopping it, and he was about to be knocked out, basically cold. Amen. I think Marku won. Yes, he did win. Fantastic win for Florian Marku. against Rylan Charlton. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. I say 3 because my let's not say killed, but yeah, he beat him. He was hurting him badly in that one for sure. Thanks, guys, as well for tuning in. Please do make sure that you like this video and also subscribe to the channel. I'll be covering more boxing fights. I do reviews. I do interviews with fighters as well. I will be trying to get Florian Marku on the channel to interview him. I've been trying to, so I'll be doing my best. But I've had, I think, around 20 interviews with different boxers. Some fantastic ones like world champions. Some Johnny Fisher, who was on this card, I interviewed him, and yeah, a lot of others. So please do check it out, and I'll be doing these types of watch-alongs as well with Kev and other people for other fights, including Marku fights as well. So yeah, definitely stay tuned. And yeah, I'm just going to update the banner, so I'll come to your questions in a second as well, or comments. Bear with me. What a win, though, guys! You guys must be ecstatic, right? Are there any Ryland Charlton fans in here in this chat? If so, let me know what you think. Are you disappointed? Are you upset? Did you think it was the right decision for the corner to pull him out? Let me know what you think. 1 second before I do, just updating my ticker at the bottom. Wow, though. Yeah, so Spence Oliver said, great corner work there from Charlton's trainer. He has nothing left. Solid performance from Florian Marku. Yep. Beat Charlton. 1 second. Beat Charlton round 8 it was. Fantastic stuff from Florian Marku, retired. Okay, here we go. Orhan says, thank you. No problem at all. No worries at all. I've just updated it. As you can see at the bottom, so Marku beat Charlton round 8, retired. Oh, he wants the Conor Benn fight. Wow. So Florian Marku calling out Conor Benn there. What do you guys think? Would he beat Conor Benn? Let's see what Conor says. Oh. Conor Benn is saying that Florian Marku is on his level, guys. What do you think? Come on. Conor Benn is interesting, actually. It's Conor Benn Florian Marku situation. So I mean, Conor Benn's looking really at he's looking at Josh Kelly. I think they're trying to set that up for later in the year. But look, if Florian Marku beats another fantastic fight, like another very good fighter, and those guys fight, he could fight the winner. I mean, he needs to keep making steps up, I think. Conor's scared, yeah, maybe. I think maybe it's a case of, you know what, Florian Marku, he's probably thinking to himself, why do I need Florian Marku? He's thinking to himself, why do I need him? He's like, do I really need to fight Florian Marku? Like he's dangerous. He's gonna come to knock my head off. And do I get enough money from it? I think, and I think maybe it doesn't make as much sense now. But if Florian Marku, as I said, if he beats another person, good person like Charlton, someone else. I'm trying to think of, if he beats Chris Congo, that's a great fight. Him versus Chris Congo, and they've been talking about that. Those guys fight, and then Josh Kelly fights Conor Benn, and the winner fights the winner of Josh Kelly versus Conor Benn. But before we even talk about Josh Kelly versus Conor Benn, Josh Kelly versus David Avanesyan is coming up next, and that is the main fight for the European title, and that's an absolute cracker, guys. So stay tuned in for that. Mark Davis says Marku's a beast. Yeah, I mean, to be honest with you, when he got floored, I was like, whoa, what's going on here? But he didn't look like he was super hurt. I think he definitely threw him off balance, and he struggled with it, but he recovered pretty well, I thought, clearly, because he came back and just went, as the Red Eagle says here, which is so correct. Red Eagle says Florian went crazy. Yeah, he did, and crazy in the good sense that he was quite calculated, I thought. But yeah, I thought he was fantastic, to be honest with you. He did a really good job making sure that he just, for me, I think it's a case of, you know what, I've been hurt, I've been put down for the first time in my career, and he got back up and he just took it like a soldier, similar to someone like Ryan Garcia. He fought, recently against Luke Campbell. He got dropped and then he came back up and stopped Luke Campbell, and that's kind of similar. This is that's the world level. I'm sure someone like Florian Marku potentially can get there at some point. But yeah, that's definitely a good sign for people who support Florian Marku, that he's been dropped and then came back up. And Mark Davis says looked like he tripped a little bit. Yeah, so I think he was kind of moving back and his feet got a little bit muddled as well. But as his feet, so he was square on, and as he was square on, he got caught flush. So it was a case of he maybe got caught whilst moving, and that's why as well. So it was I would say slightly balanced, but also it was a big shot from Rylan Charlton as well, I'd say. And Mark Davis says on the Not Done Yet, and Red Eagle says it's beautiful how you can change style. If you see the fight with the last win before this, you can see how he was. Yeah, 100%. I think he was more jabbing and moving, and this one, I think he was slightly like that at the start, and then he became more of a wrecking ball machine, didn't he? Really, but more picking his shots. It wasn't wild. It was really good stuff from him, I have to say. And as I said, look, it's interesting because he boxes in orthodox and then also in southpaw, so the guy clearly knows what he's doing. I think he's a good fighter. He seems to have pretty much all the tools. It's just how far can he go? Can he keep on improving, adding to his game, and how far really can he go? The welterweight scene, to be honest with you, it is stacked. I mean, we've got Josh Kelly coming up. He's now at European level. If he beats David Avanesyan, which is I tell you what, it's going to be a tough ask. I'm saying that now. And then in addition to that, you've got people like Chris Congo, Conor Benn, guys like that. So why not see them all fight each other? Conor Benn, I think, is probably just below. He's probably around about European level as well. But I'll say Chris Congo is probably around the same level as Florian Marku at the moment. Why not fight them? Or Florian Marku can fight Luther Clay. He's a good fighter as well. Fight him. They just need to keep on testing him, see how good he is, and he'll keep on improving, and he will end up becoming a fantastic fighter. Guys, as well, whilst you're in the chat, please make sure you do like this video and also subscribe to the channel. I'll be live streaming more Florian Marku fights, but not just Florian Marku fights, big boxing fights. I also do interviews with different boxers. Please check out the channel. It's a playlist, right? On my channel, which is boxing interviews. I've done about 20 or so, I think it is now. With loads of different boxers. One of them was on this card, Johnny Fisher. And yeah, please do go check them out. And I also do reviews and analysis on fights as well and after. So not just live streams, but interviews and also analysis as well. And I'll be doing it for all the big fights, like this fight night, and also ones coming up, like for example, White Povetkin 2 or Povetkin White 2. The Red Eagle says, I hope so, because if you follow him on Instagram, you see how hard this dude works. Yeah, I do follow him on Instagram. Also, check out my Instagram. 1 second, I'll show you. It is, as you can see here, CausyShot.f. That's my Instagram handle. Please do check it out. Give me a follow as well. Thank you very much. I do appreciate it. And he says, I hope so, because, yeah, so, I mean, the dude looks like he works incredibly hard, doesn't he? I mean, He's clearly in fantastic shape. You could see, to be fair, so was Rylan Charlton as well. But Florian Marku in fantastic shape, incredible shape, and yeah, he looks like a consummate professional, I would say. And he clearly has that killer streak in him, and he's a little bit crazy, but in a good way. A little bit crazy in the sense that he loves to fight, and you can't, you can't get any better than that in terms of a mindset. He just needs to keep on learning, keep on bringing on things, and yeah, I think making sure that he just soaks in all that information as a sponge, and I'm sure he will do. But how far do you guys think he can go? Let me know. How far do you guys think he can go? Can he beat? At the moment, right? Let's talk about the elite welterweights, right? You've got Terence Crawford, you've got Errol Spence, right? You've got so you've got Errol Spence, you've got Terence Crawford. Who else have you got? Sean Porter, Manny Pacquiao, right? Who else? Tell me who else. Let's have a think. You've got Keith Thurman. Then you've got the younger welterweights, people like Jaron Ennis, Virgil Ortiz. Tell me what you think, actually. Whereabouts do you think Florian Marku can get to that type of level and actually compete and potentially even beat these types of guys? Let me know, because I think interesting to see, right? The Red Eagle says, "Done, bro. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. I saw that you've followed me on Instagram, so I really appreciate that. As I said, guys, qualityshot.f. Please do follow me and also subscribe to this channel for more boxing content." And the Red Eagle says, "I love Manny." I mean, I love Manny Pacquiao. I mean, how can you not love him, right? I've seen some people hating on Manny Pacquiao. How can you hate Manny Pacquiao? The dude is I think it's eight division world champion. 8-division world champion, Manny Pacquiao. 8 divisions. Can you imagine? The guy is a Hall of Famer. He's one of the best ever. And the dude is just incredible, Manny Pacquiao. That's all I'm going to say. The Red Eagle says, "I think so. I really think so. So you think he can be at the top level? Okay. Okay. Give me a name that you think maybe he should fight next, and then give me the next 3 fights. The next 3 fights you'd like to see Florian Marku in with. So 3 people that you'd like to see Florian Marku in with next." And the Red Eagle says he's not always in the best shape. Yeah, I mean, Manny Pacquiao is but look, he's a senator now as well. Boxing is probably not even his priority. And as we're talking, Josh Kelly's actually walking to the ring. The Red Eagle says, but still keeps to get to win. Yeah. I mean, Manny Pacquiao is someone who just knows how to win, doesn't he? He really knows how to win. Whilst we are talking, David Avanesyan is saying, "Oh, let's have a look at David Avanesyan versus Josh Kelly." And David Avanesyan has won 4 out of his last 5. Josh Kelly has won 4 and drawn 1. The Red Eagle, what do you think about the draw? I'm assuming you're saying Marku versus Stewart. Marku should have won. Yeah, I mean, it was a clear win. I think it wasn't. I mean, I don't think Florian Marku won every single round, but I thought it was. Stewart got a few rounds, but I mean, he won it pretty clearly, I would say. Yeah, so it wasn't a draw for me. And while we are talking, they are doing the ring walks. So here we go. The main event. I'll tell you what, I wouldn't be surprised if this one doesn't go the distance. That's all I'm going to say to you. I would not be surprised at all, guys, because this is going to be a cracker. Avanesyan versus Kelly. Wow. That's all I'm going to say. Josh Kelly coming out because he's a challenger, right? He's a challenger. PBK, he's trimmed his hair down. Beard as well. New look for Josh Kelly. I've actually seen Josh Kelly fight live. He was on an undercard for, I think it was AJ versus Povetkin. He's a slick boxer. He really is. He's got abundance of talent, great ability. Josh Kelly. Yeah, interesting to see. This is so intriguing. This really is, this fight. It must be so weird though for these guys fighting with no crowd, right? Must be bizarre. Imagine fighting with no crowd, and you've been used to fighting with crowds for, you know, I don't know, 20 fights, or, you know, you used to fighting with a crowd for 5 or so years, and then next thing you know, you've got absolutely no crowds. Guys, as well, let me know what you think of what are your predictions for this fight, Josh Kelly versus Avanesyan. Let me know what you guys think. Who do you think is going to win and why? And if you've got a round in mind, or how do you think they're going to win? This is intriguing. David Avanesyan coming out with the classic sleeveless outfit. Love that. I absolutely love that, actually, from Avanesyan. Red Eagle says, I would prefer no crowd because when it's no crowd, it isn't good for the underdog. When it's a crowd, okay. Yeah, I get that, actually. Do you think so? You think it evens out a little bit more, Red Eagle? Yeah, I agree, actually. I think that's a good point. I guess with a crowd, normally they're for the home fighter, so that's actually a very good point. But do you not also think that's part of the challenge as well? And some people, do you not think some fighters, they feed off the negative energy? They actually enjoy being booed. They actually enjoy being booed because they think, you know what, I'm going to prove you wrong. So I think it can work both ways as well. Some people just in general, they feed off the crowd, whether it's positive or negative, I would say. So I think it varies for sure. So Avanesyan coming out now for his ring walk, and we're about to see an absolute cracker, I think, after a fantastic undercard. I think I have to say it's been a very good show so far. And Florian Marku versus Rylan Charlton, I think, topped that undercard so nicely. It really did. Yeah, it does. It definitely depends on the fighter. I think what I would say is, though, most fighters that I've interviewed, they've said, like, you know, I asked them pretty much every one, like, what do you think about fighting with no crowd? Like, how was it? Was it like a spar, really? Or like, how was it? And they said, to be honest with you, they said it's a kind of like a spar, but really what happens is as you get into the fight, you're just so focused on the other fighter that normally when there's a crowd anyway, you don't actually notice them that much. That's what I would say. I'm just going to add Kev back to the stream.
Thanks.
Kevo!
Quick snack.
What were you eating?
I had a panini. Well, it wasn't a panini. It was more like a focaccia type bread, which I had.
Oh, fancy.
Pick up by now as well.
Oh, you had focaccia?
Just a bit of light entertainment for everyone on the show. I am a magician.
Guys, if you love magic, before we start, Kev, what's your YouTube channel name?
I don't really do. It's the thing. I don't really have one. I'm not really putting videos
actually,
on.
No. What's your TikTok name?
Magic_Kev0.
Guys, so if you love magic and you just love what you saw from Kevo, right? Check him out on TikTok. He does fantastic magic.
Do magic.
Have a look again.
Magician.
And it's not just that; it's some very complex, really amazing stuff. So check him out. So it's magic_Kev0. Did you see that? Look, this guy is literally a magician.
Yeah, I am a magician.
And he's the Red Eagle says, "Do you watch UFC?" I'm a very, very, very casual fan. So I watched like Khabib versus who was it? Justin Gaethje.
Yeah, Dustin.
Yeah, I watched. I watched Khabib versus Conor. I watched Khabib versus Gaethje, and I watched Conor versus Poirier. But to be honest, even then, I didn't actually pay for it. I just watched it after.
Some like upper weight. I watched like Masvidal, Diaz. some
Oh,
of the heavyweights as well, like Nagai at Nyan.
Masvidal versus
Masvidal,
yeah. And Ngannou looks pretty good. He's facing Stipe Miocic, isn't he? So in a rematch, a heavyweight.
No. What's his name?
John Jones.
Israel, Indonesia, in Indonesia or something. However,
Oh no, he's a middleweight.
Oh, okay, fine. I don't know that.
I think he's a different. Yeah, wait. Rigo says I'm not a casual, but I don't do good predictions. Well, you can come to me for predictions. I'll give you my best. But yeah, who's your favorite UFC fighter? And actually, guys in the chat as well, who do you think is going to win this fight? Josh Kelly versus Avanesyan. It's for the European Welterweight Title. So whoever wins this will be in the top 10. In the world really for welterweights, and they'll be pushing on to face the guys like Crawford, Spence, Porter, Thurman, all these guys. I mean, probably won't get the Pacquiao fight. He's just too big, but yeah. And the Red Eagle says, hopefully we'll have Colby versus Usman. So I think that's Kamaru Usman, versus Colby. Yeah, I've heard that's a good fight. Again, I haven't seen too much of them, but yeah, I mean, let's see how that Kamaru Usman looks good though, from what I know. But again, I'm not a huge UFC fan, so I don't know too much about it. Right, so Avanesyan, just looking at his stats, 30 fights, 26-1, 14 KOs, 3 loss and 1 drawn. But what I would say is that his record is very misleading because his last, he's on a fantastic run as of late, and the guys he's lost to have been world championship level. So he's and what that's what I'll say as well. Losses don't always losses don't always define a fighter. The best fighters ever have got losses on their record. Muhammad Ali has got multiple, people like Evander Holyfield, Sugar Ray Robinson, Sugar Ray Leonard, all these guys. Here we go. Look at the stare down. Oh my God.
So there is beef between these two, right?
I think there's actually more beef between the coaches, but I think both of them are just really tuned in. They've got a lot to prove. They're both supremely confident they're going to win, I think. Is more the kind of what I'm getting. Radical says, see the first one you will love. Radical says, yeah, exactly. You can just have a bad day and lose. Look at Josh Kelly. He looks possessed. He looks absolutely possessed. And Red Eagle says, I prefer Manny Pacquiao than Floyd Mayweather. Interesting. And he says Manny has losses. Yeah, exactly. So both are orthodox fighters. You'll see Kev. So Josh Kelly, he fights with a low lead hand. So most of his style is based on reflexes, predominantly.
Yes. Okay. That's
sweet. So David Hay used to fight like that. That's because
he put his hands down.
Yeah, because he used to be trained by Adam Booth, who trains Josh Kelly now. That's why.
And this is the thing, because the rules of boxing is always keep your hands up and protect yourselves at all times. But they don't use their hands as protection; they use reflexes. Klitschko did that as well, but Klitschko would duck back when he gets getting caught. Yeah, so Josh Kelly, his whole game is based on reflexes, and he'll dodge, he'll weave. Look, his movement's very good. If you watch, he's very slick. We watched him actually. You probably just don't remember him. He started with Floyd Mayweather. Like he's very like Well,
I know what you mean.
Yeah.
But yeah, we watched him on the undercard. He was on the undercard for AJ Povetkin. Oh, good jab there from Josh Kelly.
Yeah, he's very he's looking for reflexes. He's looking to slip and dodge, and then he goes for counters.
Yeah, he's based on speed, right?
Yeah.
Oh, this is really intriguing stuff here. Both look very sharp, to be fair. Both have actually been out the ring for more than a year. But both have started, because of COVID, etc. as well. And also, this fight has actually been postponed 3 times. So they finally got it. It's supposed to be nearly 2 years ago. Good combo there by Josh Kelly. Really good combo. Quick hands there, isn't it?
Look at Josh Kelly's stance, just sort of plants himself to the floor and just waits.
He is a classic counter puncher, right? He doesn't throw first normally, especially the flurries. Exactly, Kev. So he's instinctive. So he'll wait for David Avanesyan to throw a punch, and then he'll throw with him.
Yeah, look at his
so that
dodging.
he throws when. Yeah, so he throws whilst he's off balance, which is quite cool. Oh, David Avanesyan's got power though. He's trying to stalk Josh Kelly here. Oh, good left hook. That was a very good left hook. See, so there he saw that David Avanesyan's coming in, and then he threw the left hook as David was coming in, and it caught him off balance. That was a really good left hook.
I mean, working off reflex is dangerous because if they get caught badly and they're not protected, it's like really dangerous.
No, the reason why they do is it keeps you sharp, and also it means that you can counter a lot quicker. So it just depends fighter to fighter. Like someone like David Hay, he was actually very good at doing it. As you get older, it can get harder because your reflexes can slow down. Your speed, it's all based on speed and reflexes. It's all instinctive, right? So it's like using your boxing IQ rather than kind of, it basically says, it forces you to say, okay, I can't go on the rope. Like Florian Marku, for example, because he fights hands up, so he's different style. So he'll go up against the rope. Someone like Josh Kelly, he won't do that. He'll try and slip outside the rope straight away, and he won't ever want to be on the rope. So there's just different styles. Suit different people. The Red Eagle says here, but did you see Florian when he got dropped? It was because he wasn't protecting himself. Yeah, exactly. But as Kev was just saying, he was asking, is it dangerous? And I think, as I just explained, yeah. So Florian's different because he's not used to not protecting himself. So then he doesn't have the type of movement that you see from Josh Kelly. You won't see from Florian Marku, but you also won't see as much power probably from Josh Kelly because he doesn't plant his feet as much.
Yeah,
because he's always on his toes, mainly. Whereas Florian Marku will plant his feet. Whereas Kelly's more like he'll throw punches in bunches. I would say the first round to Kelly there, Kev. What do you think?
Yeah, I'd probably say so, but it was a tight one.
Yeah, it was a tight one. I'll say the cleaner work is coming from Kelly at the moment. David Avanesyan is kind of struggling a little bit to stamp his authority, I would say.
Yeah.
Really get Kelly to respect him.
The headlock there. Yes, two. Wow.
He's all with him. Oh, he's going for the kill. Oh, this will be huge. Oh my god.
Oh, that could have been a knock. Well, at least a knockdown. That definitely
that was a huge left hook. You know that.
That was.
He doesn't have power, but he definitely had power on that left hook.
And now he's clenching. See that? He's complain to the referee.
Did you see that flurry after? I mean, I've never seen anyone as quick as Amir Khan, but that was pretty quick. His hands are quick.
From
that's from Avanesyan's eye. His face. It's on Josh Kelly when they were clinching.
Was it his eye? Blood. Yeah, look, it's the back of his ear. It was.
Oh, is it?
Look at that! Look at the blood from the back.
Oh yeah,
back of his head.
That's bizarre.
Behind his ear. That's a lot of blood.
I wonder why.
That's Kelly, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good jabs, really good jabs.
Awesome.
Owen Jordan said, "Did Kelly get sparked?" No, he didn't actually. He actually sparked David Avanesyan with a really good left hook, and then went with the flurry. I don't know whether he's been hit on the back of the head or. I thought initially it was blood from David Avanesyan, but it's not. It's the back of his ear, I think. It's bleeding, the back of his ear.
Yeah, he gets punched. That ear could kind of come off almost.
Well, I think, you can perforate your eardrum, can't you? But I think he's okay because it's not inside his ear, it's the back of his ear. They're going to have to sort that out, though. There's a lot of blood.
I've seen in sport events where the ear's almost hanging off, like it's torn off from a punch. In MMA, it happened like someone's ear was hanging, and I was like, wow.
Yeah.
A dangerous sport. Look at the amount of blood there.
Yeah. I would say round 2 to Kelly there. Again, what do you think?
Yeah.
Oh,
I
Hugo,
think
that's why. Oh, that's cheeky. Elbowed him. So
he
he's
elbowed.
elbowed him in the ear, which is why it started.
Yeah, he pushed the elbow into him.
There it
Yeah.
is.
Look at that. Oh, and then
Pretty dirty.
that wobbled him.
That was a good left hook. Very good left hook. Then a flurry of punches from Josh Kelly. But that was a good right hand, to be fair, from Avanesyan just there. They're showing on the replay in the round. But I would still edge towards Kelly, I think.
Yeah.
The first 2 rounds to Kelly, I would say.
His opponent's fighting a bit like, I don't know, breaking the rules a bit with that elbow there.
It's a bit cheeky, wasn't it? I thought.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was very, very cheeky stuff. Or that blood is still it's interesting.
It's only going to get worse because he's going to keep punching there as well.
I thought, why are they not like? Can they not like plaster up or something? Like, what's going on?
Plastic. I mean, the plaster's going to come straight off. They should have put
or whatever. Like, can they not? I don't know. They're gonna have to clean up every single round.
Yeah.
I don't know whether the blood is the back of his ear or the back of his head.
I think it's like between his ear and his head. It's not on his ear. It's coming from his head. You can see.
Oh yeah, it is. You're right. That must be from the elbow then. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
it's not on his ear.
Yeah. The Red Eagle says, "Who do you think will win?" Though I think Josh Kelly will win. I think that was my pick before, but it could be anyone. I mean, again, this is a 50-50, I'd say.
It's not if you're going to affect him, right? Like, it's like if he keeps punching there, it's going to open up that cut on his head.
Yeah.
It's still early in the fight.
Oh, that's a big right hand.
Huge amount of blood.
Oh, there's blood everywhere. Oh my god, this is like a horror show. Oh, and there's blood on David Avanesyan as well. What is going on? My god. There's blood on both of them now.
Wait, is it his blood? And how do you pronounce the other guy's name? Anesthesia?
Avanesyan.
Avanesyan.
Avanesyan, yeah.
Avanesyan. I don't think he's bleeding. Avanesyan.
I think he's bleeding from his eye. Like as in like just below, just here.
It's
like
Kelly.
the cheekbone. But yeah, it could be Kelly's blood as well. There's just blood everywhere, to be honest with you.
It just looks so much more brutal when there's blood, even if
yeah. But you know, it's funny because the commentators they're so used to seeing it, especially Matt Macklin, who's fought before. He was a fighter. He is a European champion, middleweight, and he fought Golovkin. He got knocked out by Golovkin actually.
Yeah.
And so they're just like, oh, whatever. Like they barely even mention it because they're just like, oh, it's just part and parcel of the game.
Yeah, but they don't always bleed. That's the thing. Like,
yeah, they don't always. Yeah, but when they do, they're just like, oh, it's fine. Like, whereas us, we're just like, what the hell? We like sort this out.
That might be. It's a bit scary as well. Where you lose a lot of blood from a fight.
Yeah. Well, this is becoming a bit of a
slug.
Probably, I think Josh Kelly won't be happy with this round. I would give it to David Avanesyan actually.
Yeah.
What do you think, Kev?
I think so as well. I think Avanesyan got that one.
I think he kind of dragged Josh Kelly into a street fight. So I think which was not ideal for Josh Kelly, that's for sure. But yeah, the blood was just going everywhere. It's carnage.
Win.
Sorry?
Still, anyone can take the win so far.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's pretty even so far still. I'd say maybe 2-1 to Josh Kelly. But yeah, I think anyone can take it really. Conor Ben with his mask. It's very very stylish mask. Oh. I think Avanesyan is definitely warming up into this fight, and he's. I think when you see someone cut as well like that, it definitely gives you a little bit of a boost because then you start targeting, and also you think, oh, actually, I can hurt him. I can open it up.
Yeah. You'll notice, like Kelly, the way he stances, he might sort of lift that left shoulder up to cover himself a bit more.
Yeah.
That's what people who in that stance do. They use their shoulder as like defense.
Yeah, exactly. They use the shot exactly to roll the shot.
Almost rolling away.
Well, ride the shot even. Sorry, yeah.
That's what he's got because his left hand's down.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly, which is as you said, that's what Mayweather did, the shoulder roll. Which someone like Anthony Yarde tries to do as well. So a lot of fighters do try to do it now. But obviously no one has done it as effectively as someone. Oh, threw a jab there, but he got caught badly from a right hand there, Josh Kelly.
Kelly trying to do that bit of Tyson Fury movement.
Oh, good combos. Good jabbing, that's good. Again, this is a really tightly contested fight. I have to say that this whole card has been very good. I have to say, there's a big upset with Robbie Davis Jr. as you can see at the bottom of the screen, losing. Apart from that, the home fighters have won. So, Laurent Doda says, will Ben accept to fight Marku? I don't think so. I think it's too early. He will eventually if Marku keeps on winning. Like he'll have to. He won't be able to ignore him. But at the moment, I think it won't happen. He's looking at Josh Kelly if Josh Kelly wins this. Oh,
Josh Kelly, I assume, is expected to win this, right? He's not the underdog.
He's the underdog.
Oh, he is the underdog.
Yeah, but Sky and Matchroom are like hoping that he's going to win. Basically, it's a tough test, but they're basically saying this is like a make or break fight in terms of like if he wants to progress like quickly at the moment.
Do any of these guys have a belt?
Yes, David Avanesyan. Well, it's the European title.
Okay.
So you've got British, European, and then World. So it's in between British and World. So if they win this, they'll be in the top 10 in the world, basically.
Yeah.
European. And then they'll start looking to fight, the world champions, or the people that are either world title challengers and then world champs.
Yeah.
BMW 420 BMW says Florian Marku. Yeah, fantastic win for Florian Marku, beating Rylan Charlton via. He retired in the 8th round. Rylan Charlton stopped by the corner, as I think Kev was going to say. So the corner basically retired him. Had seen enough. Was just being pretty brutally really in that round. Laurent Doda says Kelly looks good, but shows some weakness when he's in pressure. And BMW 420 BMW says, I love Albania.
Issue with Kelly's right eye or just above his eye. They had to put back. I think he's quite badly cut there as well.
Yeah.
Which isn't good. That's two big cuts he's got now.
Yeah. Kev, I'm just going to leave you for 2 minutes to get my charger. So just stay on there, yeah, and talk. I'll only be 2 minutes.
I'll keep the channel going. Okay. Damn. Look at that, man. Blood from Kelly. Yeah. Yeah, Lorenk, I think you're right. Kelly's taking some big hits. And that cut on his right eye really looks like it's bothering him. Oh, has the elbow again. Oh, big shots.
What have I just missed?
Shots. There was no knockdown, but Kelly looked quite hurt. He took quite a few big hits there.
Was he knocked? Was he knocked down? Did you say?
It wasn't a knockdown. As I said, it wasn't a knockdown, but Kelly was just taking some big hits there.
Oh, they're showing the replay now, aren't they?
Yeah.
Oh.
No, Kelly does look hurt. He looks like mouth.
Oh. That's quite a few shots he got hit with there.
This was definitely David's round. Yeah.
Yeah, he was dipping his head in there. That's bizarre. He needs to get out.
In that.
Not enough head movement, I'd say.
He's hurt and he looks fatigued. His mouth's wide open. You can see he's tired.
What would you say? I'd say maybe 3-2 Josh Kelly so far.
Yes. Yes. This one was definitely Avanesyan's.
Yeah. Round 6 though, and this is yeah. I mean,
those cuts are really bothering him. I can see it. The cuts on his eyebrow as well.
Yeah. It's not ideal, is it? Like when he's getting cut so early on.
That one.
No idea. Loring says here, Kelly looks good, but shows some weakness when he's in pressure. Yeah, which I think we just saw in that last round. As Kev said, we saw that in the last round with Kelly.
I think Kelly might lose this. I'm not actually gonna considering how bad he just looks really fatigued.
What minute are you on in this round?
2:47 now.
Okay.
I didn't pause it since just when we synced up before.
That's fine. I'll pause it now. I think because by accident I went back, so I'll pause a second. But yeah, I agree with you, Loring, for sure. And also his head movement, because as Kev was saying, you know, like he it's just difficult because if his head movement's not there, when he doesn't have his hands up, then he's just a sitting duck, really. So he's got to be careful. All caught very badly from David Avanesyan. And Beardo says, "Love Albania." Yep, big up Albania.
Look at Kelly clinching now. He just shows it's hurt.
Oh, big right hand.
Yeah.
This is good stuff, I'd say. David Avanesyan.
Kelly aren't that great now. He's not really slipping the punches so much.
No, I think he's hurt.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Is that a knockdown?
No, but he looked.
It is. No, he's counting him.
Oh wait, I think you're ahead of me.
Oh. Tell me when you see him get knocked down.
What time? What's your time on your fight?
I am 1 minute. Sorry. 1 minute left.
Yeah, you're just a bit ahead of me. It's this fight.
Oh, that's a bit.
Yeah, I'm seeing a knockdown now.
It's almost like he. Well, but what he did is he bent his head so that he couldn't get hit. So, yeah, Loring says it's strange because before the cuts, he was showing confidence in his shots. He could even close early.
I think they're going to put a towel in for Kelly. Yeah,
do you think? Wow.
Look, his legs are gone. Oh, there we go. They threw the towel in.
Oh my god. Oh, his legs are gone. Oh my god. Wow.
That's it.
Oh my god.
And Kelly was doing so well.
What the hell?
It was those cuts. He was just
what an upset. Oh
Kelly was
my
doing
god.
well to start with, but he just couldn't take it then.
Avanesyan hit him with a big shot.
Yeah, Kelly just couldn't defend it then.
Wow. David Avanesyan's going crazy. Who's he shouting to? Is he shouting to Conor Benn? I think everyone wants Conor Benn.
And they're trying to tell him to keep it down.
Probably because he's oh my god. Wow. Kev, you are so funny. You said they're going to throw in the towel, and you are 100% right.
I said they should, yeah, because he looked really. When you got up for those 2 minutes, I could just see Kelly. He was all over the place. It was the cuts made a huge impact. Like the cuts, and that's the thing. One of the cuts was from an elbow, so it was a bit of a cheeky move anyway.
Yeah,
cut on his eyebrow. They were really affecting him. Look at him. He's still getting the treatment.
If it stopped from a cut, then it goes to the scorecards. But he just got clipped really badly, I think.
Does it?
And
but when was that rule created? Because I'm pretty sure that.
If it's a cut from a punch, then it's a TKO. But if it's a cut from like an elbow, for example, because that's not a punch, then what happens is they stop the fight and then it goes to the scorecards. But obviously they haven't stopped it because the cut wasn't that bad. It wasn't like super bad.
Yeah, it wasn't because
I was closing up.
They stopped it. Look, he's got the gas mask and everything. The air oxygen, sorry.
Yeah.
Man, he looked really bad.
Oh, he looks so disappointed.
He was in the space of 2 rounds. He just went completely opposite way. He was doing fine before.
You know what the worst thing is, though? He looked so sharp the first few rounds. And everyone said, though, like, if it goes past 6, does he have the gas tank? Because he seems to struggle in the second half of fights or, like, after 4 or 5 rounds because he's so sharp. But they don't know whether he can keep it up. And it kind of looked the same here. And it got tough. And Avanesyan was just, too strong, man. But he looks good, I'd say, Avanesyan.
Avanesyan didn't look good at the start. He was taking a lot of hits.
Yeah, but I felt like he felt his way into the fight, didn't he?
Was Kelly cocky? Someone saying it's always good to see someone.
It's always good to see someone far too cocky getting good hiding. So I think he was taunting David Avanesyan a little bit in the first few rounds, like not taunting, but kind of being like, "Oh, go on," like you know what I mean? Like he was definitely. I don't know if he was being cocky, but I think he was super confident for sure.
I want to watch that last round again.
Yeah, I think they'll show the replay. But yeah, that was David Avanesyan came back with vengeance, really. After the first, I had Josh Kelly out 3-2, I think, but David Avanesyan the last couple, especially the last round, as Kev said, and in this round he just closed the show in an emphatic fashion, really.
Let's watch this now.
Crazy though, isn't it? Absolutely crazy.
Look at those big hits Kelly was taking.
Yeah, let's have a look. So he goes to the body, and then he gets a body shot of his own, though. Oh, that's a big 1-2, and then again. Oh,
he's punching on the inside as well, and Kelly's not even covering. Like, these are clean shots he's taking. Look at them.
Yeah, it's a big right hand he's taking.
When his hands were on the floor, he punched him.
The thing is, right, he's leaning his head in, but you can't lean your head in and not protect yourself. So then
that's why he went massively wrong. Look at his leg. Oh, look at that. Look at the legs.
Yeah, he's doing a little dance. Oh, man.
They threw the towel in at the right moment.
Oh, his legs are gone. That's why Adam Booth threw the towel in there, because he was about to get absolutely polaxed.
Yeah, you could see when you went around the second time, and like, nah, stop that.
Well, yeah, because did you see his legs? Like, he was doing like a flipping. He was breakdancing, wasn't he? Oh, mate. What the hell? That was carnage. He was about to get destroyed anyway, I think, unfortunately.
Yeah. I'm surprised he was still conscious after that second knockdown.
Oh, Avanesyan though, man. I tell you what, I said it would be a hard fight.
Avanesyan took some big hits as well, and he just pushed on him.
He's a tough guy. He got wobbled, didn't he, with a left hook?
I think so, but
yeah. Oh man, I wonder. Wow, that's that fight out of the window. Matchroom wanted to make Josh Kelly versus Josh Kelly versus Conor Benn, but that's not going to happen.
Can't this other guy go get him ahead and fight this?
Sorry,
can't Avanesyan go and fight the person that Kelly they wanted to fight?
Conor Benn, yeah, that might happen. I think Conor Benn might go and fight Avanesyan now because that was it's tough to watch in a way because the blood was everywhere, and then obviously he was fighting well, but Avanesyan got wobbled, but then after that, Avanesyan, like as you said, Kev, came into his own, and
he looks okay now. Cuts of
he showed a true champion spirit, I'd say. Avanesyan, he looks a very, very solid competitor, I would say. Yeah, agreed.
Is this Kelly's first loss or what?
Yeah, his first loss.
That's a shame.
So that he was unbeaten. So the Red Eagle says being cocky is the worst because you can get dropped 2 seconds later. Yeah, that's boxing, isn't it? Have you seen Kev? You've seen that that clip of Sam Maxwell who I interviewed actually. So this French guy, he knocked down Sam Maxwell and he started dancing over him. Like he started dancing, like taking the mick out of him and stuff. And like, you know, in the last round, like he was dancing around being stupid. And then Sam Maxwell basically knocked him out with the right hand. And basically ended the fight right with like 10 seconds left. And it shows that you can't be cocky like in this game. Unbelievable stuff. Wow. What a fight. And boxing is just crazy. Like you don't see this in other sports, man. Like these types of upsets so often. It just anything can happen. Anything. Laurent Doda says if you look to Kelly's records, he has the best records. He always chose great ones. Risked a lot. Yeah, he does. He risked a lot just taking this fight. This is a big step up. David Avanesyan is a top 10 welterweight. And he's really hasn't fought anyone like David Avanesyan. This is a big step up. He's clearly talented, Josh Kelly, but he doesn't have the tank. And as Kev said rightly, he doesn't move his head. He wasn't moving his head. Like if you're gonna fight, if you're gonna fight with your if you're gonna fight where your hands are not up like that, then you got to fight. You got to make sure that your head movements are like exemplary. And it was for the first few rounds, but then as soon as it got tough, he started leaning on his head and not protecting himself. So then, of course, you're going to get hurt.
He couldn't keep that what do you call it? That stance, that defense. Yeah. His defense just went completely.
Exactly. Yeah, it collapsed, didn't it? Really. Absolute. Oh, crazy! Just wow. I think it was. Let me just check what as round 5. Actually, sorry, not round 7. Let me change that up. And what a win, though, to be honest with you, from David Avanesyan. But he was the favourite. I said it. You know, he wasn't the underdog. Josh Kelly was the underdog. And I think, as you said, Kev, I'd like to see him versus Conor Benn, actually.
Yeah, I'll be
Conor Benn beat he's got a tough fight against Samuel Vargas, who's he's a world title challenger. So yeah. Let's have a look at these comments. The Red Eagle says sometimes the fatigue makes it harder to even protect yourself. Yeah, it does. I think that I agree, and that's why, you know, Kev, you know, you're watching it as well. What do you think? Because I think Josh Kelly, he gassed a little bit after 3-4 rounds, and he got hurt a little bit as well. And
out, fatigue from the cuts, bad defense, because he was doing well at the start. He was doing really well at the start.
Yeah, but he's notoriously very sharp in the first few rounds. Yeah. But there's always question marks about how he is after 3-4 rounds. And I think the issue is when he got hurt a little bit, it kind of it definitely sped up that process of fatigue. So I think he needs to work on that because he just doesn't seem to be sharp enough for that 12. But he did get hurt as well. He looked sharp, as you said.
To go 4 rounds, he probably trained really hard for 4 or 5 rounds, but then he slowed down after that, and he never trained a proper 10 round.
Because these guys will be sparring 10-12 rounds, but it's whether they can keep up the pace for that whole.
It depends who they're sparring with, right? If they're sparring with somebody who gasses after 3 rounds, then it's going to be easy for them. But then you need to spar someone that can keep stamina, so it keeps them going for 12 rounds.
100%. Doda says, I think tonight was all about power. Before I go on to that, guys, thank you very much for joining. Please do make sure that you like this video and also subscribe to the channel. I don't just do these watch-alongs. I do analysis and reviews by myself and also with Kev and others. But also I do interviews with boxers. So boxers such as Johnny Fisher, who was on this card, Tyron McKenna, had one with Ryan Burnett, the former world champion, loads of others, like 20 or so, and I'm keeping them rolling. Check it out. It's a playlist on my channel, Boxing Interviews. Thank you very much. And also, if you want to follow me on Instagram, you can see down here, qualityshot.f is my handle on Instagram. Long says both last 2 matches were about power. Yeah, but David Avanesyan had a lot of power. So did Florian Marku, it seemed. And the guys who are maybe had a bit less power and a bit more boxers, slicker, they actually weren't as effective. And I think Kev definitely he seems to notice when people gas out, I think, and he was right, because in both fights, I think there was an element of fatigue, and they got hurt. And when you get hurt, you burn up a lot more oxygen, right? So you fatigue quicker.
His mouth opened up a lot in the later rounds. You could tell how tired he was.
Exactly. Mark Davis says he needs to pace himself, Kelly. Yeah, he does. That's a good point. Maybe it's a case of he just physically can't keep up that pace of 12 rounds, so maybe he needs to just pace himself and go at a slightly slower pace. Stamina. Yeah, agreed. I agree. Work on his stamina as well. Thing is, the way he fights is so it's just so instinct based that it burns up a lot of energy. Just like he's very fidgety. He's very fidgety, right? So that burns energy, just fidgeting around. And he's not actually throwing loads, but because he's moving and he's fidgeting, that burns energy anyway.
He's relying on reflexes. He's relying on counter punching, but sometimes he can't punch because he gets caught.
Exactly. He says Ryan is respected for his jabs, as I heard, but I saw no. I think he says Ryland. I think you mean Rylan Charlton, for his jabs, as I heard, but I saw no real jabs. Only 1, 2, which didn't mean much. It was too predictable. Yeah, Rylan Charlton he didn't throw a whole lot of jabs, but I just think maybe he wasn't able to. And Florian Marku threw a lot of jabs as well. So in the end, he got the job done, Florian, and that was an action-packed fight as well. And 2 really fantastic fights to end the day, I have to say. And I'm sorry I don't speak Albanian. I think this is Albanian. But if you can put it in English, then please do it, and I'll read it out. Otherwise, I'm sure the guys in who do speak Albanian, they'll be able to tell me as well. Yeah, guys, I'll stay on for a couple more minutes, and then we'll wrap up. But yeah, as I said, thank you very much for joining. Please do subscribe to the channel, and make sure that you do follow me on it's qualityshot.f. I'll just show you 1 second. Just here, as you can see the handle. Follow me on Instagram as well. And yeah, I'm hoping to get I'm hoping to get someone like Florian Marku on, Josh Kelly, etc. But we'll see. They're in the works. Lawrence says here, I think there's something in Albanian in response. Let me know what it means. And he says, yeah, amazing fights. Yeah, I have to say these fights have been fantastic. I think apart from the Johnny Fisher fight, which obviously is his debut, so he's going to knock, he was so impressive, he knocked him out in the first round. But I thought all the other fights were very competitive. I thought, Kev, the what's it called, Jordan Gill fight, even though he won, I thought it was pretty competitive. It was close. Obviously, Robbie Davis Jr., he was supposed to win, but he ended up getting knocked down in the third and then losing that fight. We saw the Rylan Charlton Marku fight. That was an all-action fight. And then we saw a knockout here. So 2 people getting retired, a knockout and a knockdown. Only 1 fight didn't have any kind of that type of, action, let's say. But even then, that was a very kind of action-packed fight. Lawrence says, sorry, guys, he's just talking about the result. No problem at all. No problem at all. Thanks very much for responding to him, because I couldn't. He says, Peter Jones, thank you very much for joining, Peter. Please make sure you do like this and subscribe to the channel. He says, just watching and listening to the post-match interview with Avanesyan. Impressed with the guy, not just as a fighter, but as a decent man too. Yeah, he seems pretty humble and a pretty decent guy. So good to see. And Eddie Hearn, I can't hear what he's saying, but I'm assuming he's thinking to himself, oh shit, I've basically just screwed up everything again. And he keeps all his big fighters that he wants to win keep on losing. Josh Warrington lost, obviously, which was a big shock. And now Josh Kelly has. And obviously Dylan White lost recently as well.
Yeah.
So let's see what Eddie Hearn's saying. Oh, he's disappointed. You can see. Yeah, he was. The Red Eagle says, I think Ryan won the respect of Florian because in the end he gave a lot. Yeah, I think he did. I think both of them earned each other's respect. I think when you fight each other in a boxing match, you just earn that respect, don't you? I think, and it doesn't matter what's been said before. They normally kiss and make up after, which is nice to see. Oh, yeah. Wow, really, really good fight. Eddie Hearn does seem pretty humble in defeat normally, but he definitely will be thinking to himself, "I keep on trying to set up these fantastic clashes." And to be fair, these guys are taking risks, right? They're taking risks. All of these guys
in their lives as well.
Yeah, in their lives. But I mean, Josh Kelly didn't have to take this fight, but it was a big step up. Like even Dylan White didn't have to take the Povetkin fight, and he did. So, I mean, Josh Warrington versus Lara, that was a huge upset because that was like supposed to be a tune-up fight. So that wasn't a chat. That wasn't supposed to be a challenge. That was like an AJ versus Ruiz, where he's looking past him out of the fights, and he got stopped by someone who he just didn't really know. Yeah. And George says, "I'm proud with my TNT brother Florian Marku. Greetings from Germany." Hi, thank you very much for joining us. Please do make sure you like this video and subscribe to the channel. Thank you. And yeah, greetings from Germany. Thanks very much for tuning in.
Because I'm gonna probably make a move now for this.
I'm gonna go as well. I'm gonna wrap up. So yeah, I'm gonna go as well. Guys, thank you very much for joining. As I said as well, thanks Kev as well for coming on. It was really good fun. And yeah, I think the 6th of March is obviously the big fight between Povetkin and Dylan White, the rematch. So I'm sure we'll do something for that, if not before. But that will be one we'll definitely do anyway. Thanks very much, guys, for tuning in. As I said, please like this video, share it with friends, your mum, your gran, your aunt. I don't know why I'm saying all the females, your uncles, your sons, your brothers, whoever, and subscribe to the channel. Thank you very much. And what an evening of boxing. Thanks very much, Kev, as well.
Cheers, mate. Cheers. Speak soon.